To watch these important lessons, subscribe to DP Education's YouTube channel right now. Click on the bell icon to stay updated on the latest lessons. Sri Lanka's largest free online school, DP Education.
Hello O-level students. Today I am going to discuss End of Year Evaluation 2020 paper, Department of Education, Eastern Province. So this is paper 2 and you get 3 hours for this paper. You already know there are 2 parts, part A and part B. Part A you get 6 questions and part B you get 6 questions. But you have to do only 5 questions from each part. So in this one, question number 1, you are getting about rate question, and then question number 2, algebra question. Question number 3, a graph question. There you can ask for a graph paper. Then you get question number 4. Question number 5, statistics question. Question number 6, logarithms. And then you get part B. Question number 7, progression question. And then question number 8 is about constructions. Then question number 9 and 10, both are proof question. One is circle theorems. And then question number 11, sets question. And question number 12, volume question. So you get 3 hours. So that means 1.5 hours for part A and 1.5 hours for part B. So make sure that you do each question within 18 minutes. And each question worth 10 marks. So let's do this paper now. Let's do question number 1. This is about percentage question. Nimal deposited 30,000 in a bank at a rate of 12% simple interest per annum. What is the interest he receives after 6 months? So first you have to find out the interest per year. So 30,000 into 12%. This is for a year. For a month, you need to divide this by 12 because there are 12 months in a year. Then what about 6 months? You have to multiply this by 6. Simplify. 12 and 12 get cancelled out. 2 zeros get cancelled out. 6 times 3, 18 and 2 zeros. So 1,800 rupees is the interest he receives after 6 months. Second part, what is the total amount he receives after 1.5 years? So 1.5 years, total amount. So the initial value is 30,000 plus the interest. So what is the interest for 1.5 years? 30,000 into 12% rate. That's for a year. And then you have to multiply it by 1.5 years means this is 1.5 or 3 over 2. Or what is the easiest way? This is for 6 months. So 1.5 years means 6 months period. So 1,800 times 3. So easily you can do with that as well to find the interest. But if you are doing this way, just simplify. You need to get 1,800 times 3. This is 6. So 30,000 plus 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 6, 54. And then 2 zeros. So that's 1,800 times 3. And then add these two together, you get 0, 0, 4, 5, and then 3. So the total amount is 35,400. So let's see how many marks you can get for this part. So you get 3 marks for the first part, and then you get 4 marks for this part. So here this is 2 marks. This is 1 mark. And 1 mark for the final answer. Let's take the third part. In the above part 2, the total amount received after 1.5 years deposit in a financial institute as a fixed deposit. At the end of that year, Nimal received 40,710 in total. Find the annual rate of interest paid by financial institute. So what's the total amount received? 35,400 rupees. But he gets 40,710 in total after 1 year. So what is the interest he got? So interest is 40,710 minus 35,400. So you get 3, 5 and 5, 10. So 5,310 is the interest he received. This interest received for 1 year. So what is the annual rate? Rate is given as the interest is 5,310 for 35,400. That's the amount he invested into 100%. So what is the value? 2 zeros get cancelled out with this one. So you get 354 when you take as a divisor 531, 304, 54. So you get 1. 354. Then when you subtract, you get 7. And here 6, 7. 13 and 1 remaining 1. And then for 1,770, you get 5. 5 times 4, 20, 2 remaining. 5 times 5, 25 plus 2, 27. 2 remaining. 5 times 3, 15 plus 2, 17. So that means the interest rate is 15%. So how many marks for that? So you are getting 3 marks for finding the annual rate. So we gave all together 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do question number 2. It's about algebra, solving equations, algebraic fractions. Simplify. So this is algebraic fraction. So first thing you have to do, you have to factorize the algebraic expressions. So first we'll take x squared minus 9 and this is divided by x plus 1. So division, what happens? Division becomes multiplication of the reciprocal. So denominator goes up and the numerator goes down. So x minus 3. That's the reciprocal of the second fraction. Then what happens? You factorize the first one. X squared minus 9 is difference between two square terms. So you can write x minus 3 and x plus 3. Because can you remember a squared minus b squared? You can write as one factor is a plus b and the other factor is a minus b. So two factors are there, then x plus 1 multiplied by this expression, how you factorize. So we have to find out factors of 3. When you add the factors, you need to get plus 4, the middle term. So what are the factors? Plus 3, what are the factors? 3 and 1. So both are pluses in order to get plus 4. So split the middle term to 3x and 1x. Then what you get, take two terms at once and factorize. You can take x out. X plus 3 is remaining. And then when you take plus 1, you get x plus 3. So what is remaining? So when you take x plus 3 out, x plus 1 is remaining. So those are the two factors. So you can write this one as x plus 3 and x plus 1. Then this one is x minus 3. Then what you do? You can simplify. Look at the terms and see. This term get cancelled out, this one. Then x minus 3 term get cancelled out, this one. So what is the last one? You get x plus 3 and x plus 3. X plus 3 square. Or you can expand brackets and keep the expression. So you get x squared, first term squared, plus 2 times the multiplication. That means 6x, and 3 squared is 9. So you get this answer. So how many marks for this part? You are getting 3 marks for the whole thing. Let's do part B. Simultaneous equations. 2 unknowns, 2 equations. So you have to get rid of one variable. How you check whether you can add or subtract? First you have to check the coefficients of each variable. The coefficients are different. So first thing, you have to make the coefficients equal, either x or y. So which one is easy? So you can take the first one and multiply by 2, and second one multiplied by 3. You can get rid of x terms. So first we'll label 1 and 2. And when you take 1 and multiply by 2, you get 2 times 3 is 6x, 2 times 2 4y, 2 times 19 38. Then second equation you have to multiply by 3 to get the same coefficient of x. So 3 times 2 you get 6x, 3 times 3 9, 3 times 4 12. Now what you do? This is third and fourth equations. Now look at the sign. The signs are the same. So when you subtract the two terms, the x terms get cancelled out. So we'll subtract 3 minus 4. So what happens? 6x get cancelled out. So 4y minus 9y. And then this side is 38 minus 12. So this becomes minus becomes plus. 13y equals 38 minus 12. You get 6 here and 2. So y becomes 26 divided by 13. That's 2. Then you take one of the equations and find out x by substituting y equals 2. So let's take the first one. Take the first equation. You can take any equation, 1, 2, 3, 4, any. So don't take equation 3 and 4 because we took those two equations by multiply. So here easiest one is to take equation 1 and 2. Y equals 2. Substituting the first one, 3x plus 2 times 2, 4 equals 19. Now 3x becomes 19 minus 4. That's 15. So divide by 3. You get x equals 15 divided by 3. That's 5. So x equals 5 and y equals 2. So how many marks for this part? You are getting 4 marks. Let's take part C. So here it's a quadratic equation. You have to first expand brackets, take all terms to one side and solve. So let's multiply x plus 5 equals 84. When you expand brackets, you get x squared plus 5x is equal to 85. We'll take 85 to this side. Minus 85 is equal to 0. Now you have to find out factors of minus 85, and then when you factorize, you need to get 5. What are the factors? So if you can't figure it out at once, let's divide and see. Divide by 5, you get 1, 7. So 17 times 5. So 17 times 5, this is 12. And here I made a mistake. What's the mistake I have done? I wrote 85. That's wrong. So here we'll first write down this is 84, not 85. 84. Now let's take minus 84 and find out the factors. 84, you can divide by 4. 2 and 1. 3, 7. So what are the factors to get 5 here? 12 and 7. When you take 12 and 7, you get 84. But the middle term is plus 5. So one should be plus 12 and the other one should be minus 7. So now split the middle term to 12x and minus 7x. And then take two terms at once. Here you can factorize. You can take x out, you get x plus 12. Then when you take minus 7 out, so you get x plus 12. 12 times 7, 84. That's equal to 0. Then x plus 12 is common, take it out. And what is remaining? X minus 7. So the solutions are x equals minus 12. How you get minus 12? You can equate x plus 12 equals 0 or x minus 7 equals 0. So x becomes minus 12 or x becomes 7. So two solutions are there. One is positive and one is negative. So how many marks for this part? You are getting 3 marks for the whole question. So altogether we gave 10 marks for this question as well. Let's take the next one. Question number 3 is about drawing quadratic graphs and answer the questions using the graph. The incomplete table shows some values to draw the graph of function y equals x squared minus 3. Find the value of y when x equals minus 1. So you need to substitute. So take the equation y equals x squared minus 3 and substitute x equals minus 1. Minus 1 whole thing squared minus 3. Make sure when you get negative values, put brackets. Minus 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 3, you get minus 2. So here in this blank, you have to write minus 2. Now without drawing the graph, we can see this is the vertex point because this side and this side are symmetric. So let's draw the graph now. Draw the graph of the function using standard axes and a suitable scale. How you decide the scale? X goes from minus 3 to 3. So we can take 10 squares, 1 unit. So here this way we can say 10 squares 1 unit means very small square is 1 over 10, 0.1. Then what about y axis? 6 to minus 3. 6 to minus 3. There also you can take 10 squares 1 unit. So 0.1 is very small square. So let's start to draw the axis. So minus 3. You can start here. Minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0. So you can draw the y-axis first. Then you can mark it starting from plus 6. So we'll start from 6 here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's the x-axis. Minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3. Now you can draw the x-axis. And now label x-axis starting from minus 3. So this way minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. This way 1, 2, 3. So 3 to minus 3. So you get 1 mark for adjusting the scale. Now we'll mark the points. Minus 3, 6. Minus 3, 6 is here. Minus 2, 1. Minus 1, minus 2. 0, minus 3. 1, minus 2. 2, 1. And 3, 6. 3, 6 is here. Then what you do? You have to connect it. I am using the ruler only to connect these two endpoints because those 2 points are a little bit far away. Then I use the pencil and smoothly connect the other points. So let's start from here. This is the vertex point. So when you draw the graph, you get this way like this. And what about this one? So we can start from here. So this is the quadratic graph. So you get how many marks? 3 marks for drawing this graph. 1 mark for adjusting the scale, 1 mark for marking the points, and 1 mark for connecting the points smoothly. And here you get this one, you get 1 mark as well. So altogether we have given 4 marks for these 2 parts. Let's do third part. So here in this third part, write the coordinate of turning point. So what is the turning point? Here. So without the graph, we can easily get the turning point from the table as well. So 0, minus 3. So here you can write 0, minus 3 for the turning point. So how many marks for that part you are getting? How many marks? You are getting 2 marks for identifying the turning point. Let's take the fourth part. Find the range of x values using the graph when the function increases positively. Increasing from here to here, but increasing positively from here to here or above this point. So how you write down this inequality? So this point is 1.7, around 1.7. So increasing positively is when x is greater than 1.7. Only from here to here. So here you don't have to write down the final value 1.7 to 3 because this graph only up to 3, but normally it goes to infinity. So you can write x greater than 1.7. And then find the positive value of x when y equals 2 using the graph. Y equals 2. So you have to draw the y equals 2 line first. So y equals 2 is the horizontal line passes through y equals 2. Now they're asking find the positive value of x. So you have to read this point. So let's draw a broken line from here to here. That's 2.2. So x becomes 2.2 according to the graph. Only they are asking the positive value, not the negative value. So how many marks for these two parts? You are getting 2 marks for this one and 2 marks here. And also here, without writing this, if you are referring only the graph, you can write x is in between 1.7 and 3 as well. So you get marks for that as well. 1.7 to 3. So that's 4 marks, and we gave altogether 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do the next one. Question number 4. So you have to draw a scale diagram there. An observer on a lighthouse observes a boat sailing towards lighthouse at an angle of depression of 30 degrees at a certain moment at point A. When it travels another 40 meters towards the lighthouse and reached to point B, the boat now observes at an angle of depression 60 degrees. Draw a scale diagram for the above information with the scale 1 to 1000. So before that, you need to sketch and see what's the diagram is. So let's take, there's a lighthouse. So let's draw a line, and here let's take the lighthouse is this. That's the lighthouse. An observer on a lighthouse observes a boat sailing towards, this is the boat, towards the lighthouse at an angle of depression 30 degrees. So when you connect here to here, angle of depression, this is 30. This is point A. When it travels another 40 meters towards the lighthouse, so this way 40 meters, and here let's take this point, then angle of depression, this is point B, angle of depression is 60 degrees. This whole thing is 60. Draw a scale diagram now. So here you can take, if this is 30, this is 30. Alternate angles are equal. Then if this is 60, this is 60. Now the scale, you have to consider the scale. 1 to 1000, what it means? 1 centimeter represent 1000 centimeters. You have to take the same unit. If it's a ratio, you have to take the same units. Then you can divide by 100 and say 10 meters. 1 centimeter represent 10 meters. So what about 40 meters then? That means you have to take 4 centimeters for that. Now let's draw the diagram. We can first draw a line and mark a point A. Then use the ruler. You can measure four centimeters from A, that's here. That's point B. This is 4 centimeters. Then you can use the protractor to measure angles. In scale diagrams, you don't have to use compass. From here, the angle is 30 degrees. 1, 2, so 30 is here. Then you can connect that line with A. Then B point, when you consider B point, you need to mark 60 degrees. 60 is here. Then you can connect B point and this point, that's the intersecting point. And now you have to draw the vertical line. So for that you can use the set square, because you need to draw a perpendicular line. So what you can do, you can keep the set square on the AB line and then see where you can get the intersecting point. Here, this is the intersecting point. So now you can draw the line here. From here, you can draw the vertical line. So here, this is vertical line, perpendicular, and this is 30, this is 60. And they are asking just to draw it. So this is the diagram and this is the top of the lighthouse. So how many marks for drawing? Part 1, you are getting 5 marks. And for the scale adjustment, you are getting 2 marks. So here, identifying the scale, 2 marks. And here, drawing this diagram is 5 marks. For the sketch, we'll give 2 marks, and for this one, we give 3 marks. Then the last part, it says, using the scale diagram, find the height of the lighthouse to the nearest meter. So we have to look at the diagram and measure the height first. So let's measure with a ruler. You can keep the ruler. You can measure the height. So roughly how much? 3.4, 3.3 or 3.4. So let's take 3.4. 3.4 centimeters. So here 3.4 centimeters is the height. So what is the actual height? Actual height you have to multiply by 10, because 1 centimeter represents 10 meters. So it's 34 meters. Roughly 34 meters is the height of the lighthouse. So how many marks for that? So you are getting 3 marks for that. 3 marks. So altogether we gave 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 5 is about statistics. Let's do that. The following table shows information about bags of goods loaded to a lorry. 0 to 10 means greater than 0 or less than or equal to 10. So the second boundary value is equal. Others also in the same manner. What is the modal class of this distribution? Modal class, one which has the highest frequency. Look at the frequency row. 11. 11 is the highest one. So 40 to 50 is the modal class. Then we need to calculate the mean value. So here, find the mean mass of a bag of goods taking mid value of class interval 30 to 40 as the assumed mean. So let's do it here. Assumed mean, they are asking to take as the mid value of this interval 30 to 40. So let's write down these are weights. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50. 50 to 60, and the total we can write here, and the mid values. Mid values are x. So add and divide by 2. 0 plus 10 divide by 2. So you get 5. 10 plus 20 divide by 2. 30 divide by 2, 15. So you can see that you are adding 10. So this becomes 25, 35, 45, 55. And then frequencies: 9, 7, 10, 8, 11, 5. So the total frequency: 20, 30, 35, 40, 50. 50 is the total frequency. And then you have to take the deviation. Now they say take the assumed mean as the midpoint of this interval. So that's 35. A is 35. Then what is deviation? X minus A. So you have to subtract the assumed mean. So let's take this one. So that becomes 0. The deviation is 0. Then when you subtract, you get the upper part, you get negative values. And the below part, you get positive values. 45 minus 35. 55 minus 35. Then you multiply F and D. So multiplication of F and D. 9 times minus 30. Minus 270. 7 times minus 20. Minus 140. 10 times minus 10. Minus 100. 0 times 8 is 0. 10 times 11, 110. 20 times 5, 100. Now you can add positive values. So that's 0, 1, 2. Then negative values you get 0. 7 plus 4, 11. 1 remaining. 2, 3, 4, 5. 510. When you subtract, what you get? You get minus 300 as the total. So minus 300 and total frequency 50. So how you find out the mean value? Mean value becomes the assumed mean we took as 35. And sigma FD minus 300 and sigma F is 50. Can you remember the equation? Mean is A plus sigma FD over sigma F. Now simplify and find out the mean. 0, 0 get cancelled out. 5 times 6. 35 minus 6. 29. So what it says here, this is about the mean weight of a bag. Mean weight of a bag is 29 kilograms. So let's see how many marks for all of these. So you are getting 40 to 51 mark here, and then 1 mark for calculating the mid values, and 1 mark for finding deviation here, and multiplying F and D 1 mark, and take the total 1 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then three marks for these calculations. So 1 mark here, and 1 mark, and 1 mark for the final answer. So 3 marks. Then you get the fourth part, next part, the third part. The maximum load can be loaded to the lorry is 1850 kilograms. show that there are no possible instances not to load all the 50 bags of goods to the lorry. So if you take the maximum, what happens? So in each boundary, you have to take the maximum value. If it's 10, you have to take 10 with 9, 20 with 7. So if you're taking that, what are the values? So we have to multiply 10 with 9, 20 with 7. So 9, 7, 10, 8, 11, 5. So let's do that. 9, 7, 5, 9, 7, 10, 8, 11, 5. 9, 7, 8, this is 8, 10, 11, 5. We'll check it again. 9, 7, 10. This is 10. 10, 8, 11, 5. Now these are the upper boundaries. And upper boundaries are, these are frequencies. Upper boundaries 10, 20, then 30, then 40, and yeah, I'll write here 50, and then last one is with 5, 60. So all upper boundaries, what happens? When you take upper boundaries, what's the value? What's the maximum weight? 10 times 9, 90. 20 times 7, 140. 10 times 30, 300. 8 times 40, 320. 11 times 50, 550. 60 times 5, 300. So what's the total? 0. 9 plus 4, 13. 13 plus 2, 15. 15 plus 5, 20. 2 remaining. 3. 3, 3, 6. 6 and 3, 9. 9 plus 5, 14. 14 plus 3, 17. So 1700 kilograms are there. Now they are telling the maximum load can be loaded to the lorry is 1850 kilograms. Show that there are no possible instances not to load all the 50 bags of goods to the lorry. So here, this one is 1700. So 1700 means it's less than 1850. So the maximum possible load is 1850. But when you take the maximum value here, it's 1700. So what you can say? You can load it. So what is this sentence means? There are no possible instances not to load. So that means you can load all 50 bags of goods to the lorry. So we agree to this statement. So we can say 1700 is less than 1850. So therefore, it is possible to load all 50 bags to the lorry. So how many marks for that part? You are getting 3 marks for that. So 1700 less than 1850. So 3 marks for this part. So earlier we gave 7 marks and this 3, altogether 10 marks for the whole question. Part A, find the value of 3 log 5 base root 25. So let's take 3 log 5 base root 25. What is root value? Root means power half. So you can rewrite this as log 5 base 25 to the power half. Then what can you do? So here, square root of 25. What is square root of 25? That's 5. So you can first simplify this one. 3 log 5 base square root of 25 is 5. Then what happens? Log 5 base 5. Same base, same number. You get 1 always. A with A is 1 always. So you can use that property and write down 3 times 1. You get 3. So without using log tables, you can simplify this one easily. So let's see how many marks. So that's only 2 marks. Next one. Simplify and find the value. So here LG means log 10 base. LG 50, LG 7, LG 28 and LG 2. So what's the theory part here? Laws of logarithms. When you have subtraction, you divide. And when you have addition of logarithms, you multiply. So you can write 50 and 28 multiplication because that's positive. And this minus 1 and this minus 1, both you have to put it down as the denominator, 7 and 2, because that's negative logarithms. Now you can simplify 7 times 4, 2 times 2, LG 50 times 2 is 100. So what is 100? 100 means 10 to the power 2. LG 10 to the power 2. But we know when there's a power, you can take that out from the log sign. So you get 2 LG 10. Now LG means log 10 base. Same base, same number again. We know that this is 1. So what's the final answer? 2 times 1, that's 2. So here also you don't need to refer log tables. You can straight away write down the answer. So this is 3 marks. So we have given 5 marks for that question. So let's take the part C. Simplify using logarithms to the first decimal place. So here you can take this expression as R or any letter. 7.543 multiplied by 0.894 squared divided by cube root of 2.436. So what is the first step? Take log both sides. Log of R is equal to, take log of 7.543 plus, because this is multiplication and there's a power. Power you can take it out. 2 log 0.894 and then this is division. Division becomes subtraction of logarithms. And this is cube root. Cube root means power 1/3. 1/3 I can take it out. 1/3 log 2.436. Now what you have to do? You have to refer log tables. But before that, we'll write down the mantissa. So this is when you write in standard notation. This is 10 to the power 0. So you get 0 point something. And this one, 2 times 0.8 means when you write in standard notation, this is 10 to the power minus 1. So you get bar 1 as the mantissa. Then the last one, minus 2 point something. So that's 0 point. So 1/3 into 0 point something. Now we'll refer the log table and see what are the values. So 7543. 7543. 75 is here. 4 and 3. 75, 4 and 3. 3 is just 2. Add 2, 8, 7, 7, 6. 8, 7, 8, 7, 7, 6. Next one, 89, 4. 89, 4. 89, 4. You get 9513. The next one, 24, 36. 24, 3. Here, 6. 6 is, you have to add 11. 3, 8, 5, 6. And add 11. You get 3, 8, 6, 7. Now we can divide first this one by 3 and here multiply by 2. So let's do that. 0.8776. Multiply this by 2. 2 times 3, 6. 2 times 1, 2. 2 times 5, 10. 1 remaining. 2 times 9, 18. 18 plus 1, 19. 1 remaining. 2 times bar 1 is bar 2. Bar 2 plus 1. Bar 1. Then this one divide by 3. 1. 3 divided by 3, 1. 3 times 2, 6. 2 remaining. 26, 3 times 8, 24. 27, 3 times 9. Now what we do? We can add these two. 0.8776 and bar 1.9026. We can first add 12, 1 remaining, 8, 2, 10, 8, 17, and 1 and bar 1 get cancelled out and you get 0.7802. Now you can subtract 0.1289 from that. 3, 1, 10, 1 remaining, 3 and 5, 8. This is 6. 0.6513. So how you are going to do the other part? Now you have to take antilog to get the R value. R becomes the antilog value of 0.6513. Now you have to refer the log tables and see where you get 6513. 6513. Here 6513 is already there. 44, 8. 44, 8 is the value. 44, 8. But here mantissa is 0. That means when you write in standard notation, you put the decimal point here. So they are asking the value correct to one decimal place, first decimal place. So when you are rounding this value, you are getting 4.5 because here 8 is above 5. So you have to add 1 to the previous one. So the value is 4.5. So let's see how many marks. We gave 5 marks before. So here you get 5 marks for the whole question. So let's see. You will get here 1 mark for each step. Here, taking logarithms, 1 mark. And then 87761 mark. 9513, 1 mark. And this is also 1 mark. Then finding the solution. Everything, another 1 mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks for this part as well. So 5 marks for the previous one and this one, 5 marks. Altogether, we gave 10 marks for the whole question. So we covered all part A questions. Now, let's do part B. Answer only 5 questions here as well out of 6 questions. Nth term of an arithmetic progression is Tn equals 5n plus 2. Write the first 3 terms and then find the 10th term. So, how you do that? Expression is given. Tn equals 5n plus 2. So, when n equals 1, you get the first term. N equals 2, second term. So, you need 3 terms. So, let's find n equals 1. 5 times 1 plus 2. So, 5 plus 2, 7. N equals 2. 5 times 2 plus 2. According to Bodmer's, you have to multiply first. 5 times 2, 10. 10 plus 2, 12. N equals 3. 5 times 3 plus 2. So that's 5 times 3, 15. 15 plus 2, 17. So these are the 3 terms. Then find the 10th term. How you find out the 10th term? You find T10. So substitute n equals 10. 5 times 10. So 5 times 10 plus 2. N equals 10. 10 times 5, 50. 50 plus 2, 52. So 10th term of this sequence is 52. Then which term is 87 of this progression? So you need to find out which term is this one. So we can substitute 87 to this expression. So third one, 87, that's the term number. And that's equal to 5n plus 2. So you can solve and find which term is 87. So take 2 to this side. 87 minus 2, that's 85, is 5n. Divide by 5. You get 1 and 7. So 17th term is 87. Then fourth part, find the sum of first 21 terms. Sum of first 21 terms. Sum of first 21 terms. So either you can find out the 21st term first and then use the sum formula with first term plus the last term. Or you have to use the first term and the common difference. So let's take first term and the common difference. So sum is n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So what is the n21? So S21 we need. So 21 divided by 2. Then first term we know that's 7. N equals 1. So 2 times 7. And 21 minus 1 is 20. And what is common difference? The difference between any 2 terms here. 12 minus 7. That's 5. Or 17 minus 12. That's 5. So the common difference is 5. So you can put 5 here. Then what you get? You get 21 over 2. 2 times 7, 14. And 20 times 5, you get 100. 21 divided by 2 into 114. So when you simplify, what you get? 2 times 5, 10, and 7 for 14. 57 into 21. So multiply and see. That's 20 and 1. 2 times 7, 14. 2 times 10. 2 times 5, 10 plus 1, 11. 1 times 57. And now add it. 1197 is the total of 21 terms. So now let's see what are the marks you are getting. To find out the first 3 terms, you are getting 3 marks. Then finding the 10th term, you are getting 2 marks. And the third part, finding the nth term, that's 2 marks. And the last part, you are getting 3 marks. 1197, you are getting 3 marks. Altogether, 10 marks for the whole question. Question number 8 is about construction question. So, you can use pair of compasses and the ruler to draw this. So let's do that. Draw the straight line segment of AB, that's 6 centimeters, and mark its midpoint as O. So let's take the ruler and draw a line. And then you have to measure 6 centimeters. So what you do? You take the ruler and the compass. So you can measure 6 centimeters. And mark it on the line segment. That's AB. So you can mark AB 6 centimeters. Then you have to mark its midpoint as O. So what is the easiest one to find out the midpoint? You can draw the perpendicular bisector. Don't try to use the ruler and measure 3 centimeters and mark the midpoint. Best thing is to construct the perpendicular bisector to get the midpoint. So you take more than half of the length AB, and then you can draw an arc above. You can draw below. And then you do the same thing, keeping the compass on point B. So now you can draw the line connecting these intersecting points. So the midpoint becomes this one. So that's O. Draw a circle with center O and the radius OB. So you can take the compass again and take O as the center. In this case, OA and OB both are the same. So you can take either OB or OA as the radius. Take this one, this distance, and you can draw the circle. When you are drawing the circle, you can see it passes through A as well. Then construct angle BAC. BAC as 60 degrees, and C is a point on the circle. So you have to construct 60-degree angle now. So what you do here? To A angle. So you take a certain distance and you are constructing 60-degree angle. Draw an arc in the middle. Take the same length because we are using property of equilateral triangles. Now we have 60 degrees. You can connect point A with the intersecting point. Then C becomes this point intersecting with the circle because C is on the circle. So we can mark the C point, and this is 60 degrees. Then show that ABC, B angle is 30. So let's connect B and C without measuring. You can't measure this angle, but with giving reasons, you have to write down why this is 30. So when you look at the circle, we can see AB is the diameter of the circle. If this is diameter, what is this angle? This angle is 90 degrees. What's the reason? Any semicircle angle is 90 degrees. AB is the diameter. So you can write ACB is 90 degrees. What's the reason? Semicircle angle. If this is 90, what is this angle? This is 60. So ABC angle becomes 90 minus 60. So that becomes 30. So you have to do without measuring that one. So those are the all parts. Now we'll see how many marks for each part. So you get 3 marks for the first one. Drawing the line segment and finding the midpoint using the perpendicular bisector. So 3 marks for the first part. Then draw a circle with radius OB, 2 marks. And then the third part, construct angle 60 degrees, that's 3 marks. And then last part, showing that ABC is 30 degrees, that's 2 marks. So you are getting altogether 10 marks. Question number 9. So you have to prove. First one, AB equals BC, and then ABD is equal to the area of BCDE. So let's do that. In the given quadrilateral ACDE, AC is parallel to ED. AE is parallel to BD, and BE is parallel to CD. So already marked. Then it says show that AB is equal to BC. So we can use the angles and see. So let's do that. If these two lines are parallel, this angle and this angle both are equal. That's corresponding angle. So we can mark this. This is X. This is also X. Corresponding angles. Then what can you say? ABDE, we can see a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel. AE, we can first write down AE is parallel to BD. AB is parallel to ED. So because of that, you can write ABDE is a parallelogram. So if it's a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. This length is equal to this length. And here, this length is equal to this length. Opposite lengths are equal in a parallelogram. So same thing you can say, this is also a parallelogram. So actually you don't need this X angle to show that AB equals BC. So here what you can say, AB is equal to ED because opposite lengths are equal. Now again we can say that BCDE is also a parallelogram. BCDE is a parallelogram. What's the reason? Because again, the same reason. BC is parallel to ED, EB is parallel to CD. So then you can say BC is equal to ED. So ED is equal to BC. From these two, you can say AB should be equal to BC. So that's the first part. So we can say all these are equal. AB is equal to BC. So how many marks for this part? You are getting 4 marks for showing that AB equals BC. The next part, give reasons why the area ABDE is equal to area BCDE. Now we found out these two are equal. Now what we can say? So what is the area of ABDE? This is equal to, so base AB into perpendicular height. So we can draw the perpendicular height here. Let's take, this is the perpendicular height H. Let's take H as the perpendicular height. So that's the area of ABDE. Then what is the area of BCDE? We can take base as BC into perpendicular height H, same height, because these two parallelograms in between these two parallel lines. But we know AB and BC are equal. So because AB and BC are equal, you can say the two areas are equal. So area of ABDE is same as area of BCDE. So that's the second part. How many marks for that? You are getting 3 marks. Let's do the last part. Show that EAB, this one, plus AEB, this one, is equal to EBC. So you have to show that these two is equal to this one. So we can take this one as X. If this is X, what is this angle? This angle is X because corresponding angles are equal. So let's write that one. EAB angle is equal to DBC angle, that's X. And if you take this one as Y, this angle and this angle both are equal because these two lines are parallel. Alternate angles are equal. So you can write AEB angle is same as EBD angle, that's Y. Let's add these two, 1 and 2. When you add 1 and 2, what happens? You get EAB plus AEB is equal to DBC plus EBD. DBC and EBD angle you can write as EBC angle. So these two becomes EBC angle. So that's what you need to show. So these two are equal to this. So how many marks for that part? you are getting 3 marks for that part. So altogether we gave 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do the next one. Question number 10. In the given diagram, BPQ angle is equal to BRQ. These two are equal. We'll put X and X. Prove that BE is the bisector of AEC. So that means you have to show that this angle and this angle are equal. So let's take this one as Y. If this is Y and this is also Y, same segment angles are equal, then you can find out. Now if this is X, this is also X. Here also this is X. So what about this angle? If this is Y, here this is X. Now look at the exterior angle and see. This is X, this is Y, not exterior angle. How you find this angle? 180 minus X plus Y. Then what about this angle? This angle also the same. Same segment angles are equal. Those two are equal. Then what can you say about this angle? If this is 180 minus X plus Y, this should be Y according to the diagram. So this should be Y. If this is Y, here and here, this should be Y. Yeah, so here you have to show that this angle, not this angle. Oh. This one and this one are equal. So you can see that both are equal. Because BE is the line bisected the angle AEC. So we have to write everything. So what is the first thing we can write? We can write BPQ and we have given BRQ. Both are same. That's X. So we can write AP E angle. This angle is also X. And also CRD is also X. Opposite angles are equal. Then take AEB angle as Y. That is same as ADB angle because same segment angles are equal. Then what is this one? Then you can write EAD angle. EAD angle is 180 minus X plus Y. That's also equal to, look at the diagram, this angle and this angle. ECD. That's also same segment angles are equal. Then you can say if these are equal, then what about BDC angle? BDC angle is equal to 180 minus these two. So X and 180 minus X plus Y. So when you are subtracting these two, you will see 180 and 180 get cancelled out. X and X get cancelled out. Minus into minus y, that's y. So this angle is y. Then you can write, if that is y, BEC angle is also y because same segment angles. Now we have the two angles are equal. AEB angle and BEC both are equal. AEB and BEC both are y angle. So you can say BE is the bisector of AEC angle. So that's the proof. So you have to write all these steps to get full marks. So how many marks? So you are getting 2 marks for finding this one and 2 marks for finding this part. Both are equal. And same segment angles, 2 marks. And here also 2 marks. And finally, showing that these are both are the same, and that because of that B is the bisector, you get 2 marks. So altogether 10 marks for that question. Let's do question number 11. It's a set question. So let's do that. There are 110 members in a sports club. 70 of them play cricket while 56 play volleyball. 14 members do not play either of 2 sports. Show the above information in a suitable Venn diagram. So let's draw the diagram. So you have to first draw the rectangle. That's the entire set. Then we can draw 2 circles to show that those who are playing cricket and those who are playing volleyball. So entire set, how many members? 110. Those who play cricket, I'll put C for cricket, and volleyball V. 70 members play cricket and 56 play volleyball, and 14 members do not play. So 14 is outside the 2 circles. Then that's how you can show these information. So you are getting how many marks for that part? You are getting 4 marks. That means you have to fill all the information. Not only this one, we'll fill all the information to get 4 marks. So what are the information you have to fill? You can get each of these values. So here, how you find out the intersecting area, this part. So what we can do, 110 minus 14 should be everything inside the 2 circles. 96. But when you add 56 and 70, you get 126. So what is the difference? Difference between these two becomes the intersection. So 30 is the intersection. Then if this is 30 What is this number? 56 minus 30. You get 26. And 70 minus 30, that's 40. So you have to write down each value to get 4 marks. Then let's do the other questions. How many are playing one sport? So one sport, you can take only cricket is 40, only volleyball is 60, only volleyball is 26. So only playing one sport, you can add 40 and 26. So that becomes 66. So how many marks for that one? You are getting 2 marks. Then next part, if the set cricket players is A. So we put C. Now they are telling take this one as A. So I'll take another color and label this as A. And volleyball players as B. So this is B. If you take A as cricket and B as volleyball, shade the region A intersection B dash. B dash means outside B. Outside the B circle but inside A. So you have to shade this part. So that's the required part. A dash, A intersection B dash. Outside B and inside A. So how many marks for that part? You are getting 2 marks. And then here you don't have to write down the value. That's 40 if they ask the value 40, but only to shade the region. That's 2 marks. How many members are there in the region A dash intersection B? Is that the same region? A dash? No. Now they are asking other way around. A dash intersection B. What is that region? A dash means outside A but inside B. So this part now. So what's the number? It's 26. So what is A dash intersection B? That's 20. 6 members are there. So you get 2 marks for that as well. So altogether we gave 10 marks for the whole question. Let's do the last question. Question number 12. A sphere of radius 4.5 centimeters is melted. So sphere with radius 4.5 is melted, and without wasting metals, a cone is made. A cone is made with the same base radius, that means same 4.5 as sphere. Find the height of the cone. So we don't know the height of the cone. So you are asked to find that. Volume of the sphere is given 4/3 pi r cube and volume of the cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. So when there are no wastage, so the volumes are equal. So you can say volume of the sphere 4/3 pi r cube. So I can write r cube as here, not as decimal. 4.5 I can write as 9/2. It's easy to simplify when you take fractions. 9/2 cube is equal to volume of cone 1/3 pi r squared. Same radius 9/2 squared into h. So you need to simplify and find h. Pi get cancelled out. When you multiply by 3, these 3 get cancelled out. Then what is remaining? You get H equals 4, here 9 to the power 3 and 2 to the power 3 here. Then when you are dividing by here with this one, that's 9 to the power 2 and 2 goes up, 2 to the power 2 goes up. Then when you simplify, 9 squared and 9 to the power 3 cancel out and you get 9. Same thing here. 2 to the power 2 and this one you get 2 here. So what's the final answer? This is 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 9 times 2, 18. So H becomes 18. Is it centimeters? Yeah, centimeters is the height of the cone. So you are getting altogether, this is the whole question. So you get 10 marks for this one. So writing the correct formula for finding volume of sphere, 3 marks. And then volume of cone, another 3 marks. And then finding, make H as the subject of the formula. And writing down, you get 1 mark here. So let's take 2 marks here and 2 marks for the final solution. So 3, 3, 6, 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 2, 10 marks for the whole question. We completed all 12 questions in paper 2. But you have to do only 5 questions from part A and 5 questions from part B. Make sure that you do the paper first and then watch my video to check your answers.
To watch these important lessons, subscribe to DP Education's YouTube channel right now. Click on the bell icon to stay updated on the latest lessons. Sri Lanka's largest free online school, DP Education.